Hi, good morning. It's Tanny the Canadian Stamper. We're a little bit early today, but we're crafting with the Mixed Florals. We're going to make an Easter card. And yeah, domestic chores are getting in the way this morning. So we're going to craft it up. And then I'm taking off to go help Lance with some yard work. But then there's also the, the kit together today. So if you're joining us at 10 o'clock down at the Serious Coffee, I think I'm good for, I'm still getting used to this, to this zooming in I have to do here. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm ready. I'm using something called blender pens today. And you get, I was just looking them up, you get a set of 3 in a package. They're called a blender pen. So I'll show you what I do to use those to color. It's a little bit different. And there's the Mixed Florals. Oh, there I am. We've got the Mixed Floral dies. So we're going to use this guy right here, tulips for Easter. Happy Easter weekend. We're going to use stylish shaped dies. My fave right now, which is Greetings for All Mix and Match Sentiment piece. And then this one right here was our Easter sentiment. And then some basic gems. All right, so then I'm going to go over all the supplies. So Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, and then I'm using this piece, just a strip, a 2-inch strip of this designer series paper from the Coordinating Mixed Media Florals designer series paper. So that goes with this set. They complement one another. So then I've got our pieces here. So this is any yellow will do. This one's dark lemon lolly, and Granny Apple Green, light and dark. And then we have this one. So we have a basic white card base. We've got some Flirty Flamingo colored shape from the Stylish Shapes dies. I don't know that we'll use all of them, but we're gonna use most of them. And then our Easter greeting. And then all of the fun pieces. So that's out of Granny Apple Green to match our green. There's our piece of designer series paper. So we're gonna pick up the Flirty Flamingo in here. And then, so see how that, and then there's I've already stamped, die cut and colored our focal point. So we're going to spend some time thinking about how to do the layers. So let me show you how to use these blender pens. So I stamped this piece in Memento Tuxedo Black, and then some of the pieces are colored here with the blend pens, but then you can see here I messed up this one flower. Well, I didn't mess it up. It's different from the other one, so I thought, oh, maybe I'll try and do a blender, like alcohol marker with the blender pens. No, it doesn't work. Because I was hoping this would the inks would color together, but they do not. All right, so what you're gonna do, I'm gonna grab a little scrap piece of paper. So you have a blender, so 2 felt tips. And then, so with my ink pad, I just gently squeeze together to get it into the top, and then you pick up on there, and then you can color with it. So I would say it's a mix of watercolor kind of look. It doesn't blend well. So if I pick some more up and then go, okay, so you can see. So there's where I started, and then here's where I tried to blend a little bit, but it doesn't blend. So when coloring your image, you're just gonna take, and then I started at the bottom, and I did each petal with its own set of ink, if that makes sense. I'm going this way to kind of get all of the color. Yeah. And this is Flirty Flamingo. So I tried to color over kind of some of the Memento Tuxedo Black, and it kind of bled a little bit. So I'm staying within each petal. So this is how a blender pen works. It's another option for coloring. This is just basic white paper. So you wouldn't want to add too much. So this one that I did, the paper is kind of peeling a little bit because it's not watercolor paper. And yeah, so you just kind of need to have one layer. So I guess what I'm saying is you wouldn't want to do like a light color and then go in with a dark color. It would be too much for the paper, I think. And then to clean your blender pen, you're just rubbing it until it's not putting any more color out. So that one's good. It's got a little bit of a tinge to it, but it's fine. So you get 3 in a pack. I don't know why you get, well, I think you still get 3 in a pack. I mean, this packaging is so old. Obviously I've had these for many, many years. Okay, so that's that. So let's get to putting our card together. All right, so let's move all of these. So basic white card base, and then you're gonna have all of your measurements and everything in the newsletter tomorrow. We're gonna do this dry so you can kind of see what's what. Is anybody joining me? I'm not sure if I see anybody yet. Say hello if you're on. I'm early. And then this is gonna go like this. Then we're gonna add in our green. And then we're gonna add in this one and our sentiment. That's kind of how it's gonna go. So Lance wants to aerate the lawn today. And Zach is working. And Lance can't get the aerator in the car himself. And then we have the kit together at 10 o'clock. So I didn't want to postpone the live to Sunday tomorrow because I've postponed it quite a bit in the last month or so with Zach's police camp and some other things. So I didn't want to keep changing it up on you, you know? Good morning. Thanks for saying hi. Welcome, welcome. All right, so then we're going to do this. So this is Flirty Flamingo from the Stylish Shapes dies, and then this is our Designer Series paper. So there's a newsletter sign up if you're not there yet. Okay, so dimensionals, you can do that. I'm not going to do it on these levels because these are the back pieces. I will probably pop up our focal piece. But if you were to start putting dimensionals now, it might be a bit too much popping, you know? So one of these on its own wasn't enough because I felt like this side was naked. So I cut a second one, and this is the same die, but I've flipped it over, this one, to get the grass going this way. And this one, I think it's too much, so I might trim. Oh, that's not bad actually. Yep, I'm leaving it. I'm not even overthinking it today. I'm not even, will this be covered up? Yeah, they'll be covered up. So maybe be careful with your glue, but you don't have to get super crazy with it. All right, did everybody vote yet? If you're in Canada, we have a federal election happening. Get out and vote for sure. I tried to go yesterday to advance voting. But the lineup was an hour. So we'll have to try again today. So if you're not busy and you want to join us at 10 o'clock down at the Serious Coffee on Old Island Highway in Victoria, and to come and spend an hour and do some crafting. Just bring a kit. I'm going to show you the kit I'm going to use. Yeah. Actually, if you are joining, maybe post on there so I know you're coming. Where's my dimensionals? All right, so let's pop this guy up. So don't forget to cut your edge pieces of your dimensionals to use them. Yeah, yesterday Zach and I hung out because he was off school and I had no work. Lance worked yesterday. Yeah, it was nice to hang out with Zach. Did some chores and whatnot. It's nice because this time last year I was finishing my MBA degree, so I missed out on quite a bit of stuff, but not anymore. All right. Good morning, Gail. Yeah, I'm domestic chores. That's what's happening. Okay, let's do this. So let's talk about sentiment. So these are from the Stylish Shapes dies. Okay, so the plan, the idea, it's not a plan, it's an idea, is to add something to the backdrop. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's just see. I'm casing this from an artisan design team. It's Yvonne something, but the logo that she's got on there is so teeny tiny, I can't make out her name other than that. Yep, I dig it. I might chop these though. Okay, so let's glue and chop. We're gonna glue and chop. So Christy and Peter are coming down today. So I was talking to, we went to Subway yesterday for lunch, Zach and I. And so Zach is 16, he'll be 17 in July. And you know, so I'm just trying to be a cool parent at this stage in my life with my kid. And so I said to Zach, hey, do you want to, because Lance has been on my case about getting Easter eggs and stuff for Zach. And I'm like, he's not gonna, sure he wants candy, but he's not gonna do an Easter egg hunt. So I said, oh, Zach, are you thinking you want to, you know, for fun, want to do an Easter egg hunt? He says, no, Mom. And I said, okay, well, you do know that Christy's coming this weekend. And he laughs and he says, I guess I'm doing an Easter egg hunt then. I said, yeah, pretty sure you're doing an Easter egg hunt, buddy. So it was cute. All right, so I've just chopped this because it's a bit long left to right when I put this focal piece on. Is anybody else doing Easter egg hunts with their kids, grandkids, that kind of thing? Yep, and then this is gonna go over the top, but let's get fancy, maybe. So these are my end bits. Oh yeah, that's happening. It's totally happening. Happy little accident right there. All right, this one. So this is the silicone mat. This is that brown thing that I'm using. And it's good for when you're gluing bits so that your work surface doesn't get all sticky. So if you get glue on this brown thing, then it rolls right off. So I'm just eyeing that to get the left to right the same. And then we're almost going to be done. Morning, Terry. Hi, Zana from the UK. Marie, Lori, I see you all jumping on. Hi, thank you. What's the plans for the weekend? Anybody else doing domestic chores? Might just snip this again. We're gonna go to my mom's for Easter dinner. Okay, I want this straight. I like doing Easter to any kind of dinner outside, not at my house, because then I don't have to clean. Selfish, really. I don't think I'm alone though. Okay, so it's very subtle. I wish I had a card with it and without it, left to right. So we've got our layers, our circles in our DSP, Design Series paper. We've then got our coordinating Granny Apple Green. Now we have some sentiment pieces and then this. You know how I love my layers. There. That's where it's going. And then this one. Oh my gosh. So close. I was gonna say it almost the white, if I had done it just ever so slightly, it would have been like a triple layer. I think maybe there. What do you guys think of this sentiment, these little flicky outy bits? What do you guys think about that? I don't think I'm gonna pop it. Going to the nursery for plants, Easter dinner and family tomorrow in Abbotsford. Nice. Yeah, all the garden centers are open now, hey? I'm gonna go on a little bit of an angle. As you may know, I have arthritis, so I bought this stuff from Sage. I think it's a Vancouver company. Anyways, joint and arthritis cream. It's got like a menthol to it, so I put it on the tops of my hands because my hands really bother me with the old arthritis. I think not as bad as some people because it's not swollen or anything, but with my clippers yesterday, the pruning, aging. I'm not even 50 yet. What the heck? All right, there it is. Now we're gonna add some gems, and I feel like it's calling for some ribbon. What do you think? What do you guys think of the sticky? You like the sticky outy bits? Good, 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 good. Anybody else? Oh, good, Wendy. Some nice Easter egg hunting for kids and adults. That's fun, hey? I'm gonna go right in the mix here. Gems right in our, sure, why not? All right, let's see what the ribbon does for us. Ooh, no. I had some pieces left over of that yellow. Yep, this is happening. Let's do this. Does the sage work? It does. Like, I think Voltaren Gale is probably better because it's got like a active medical ingredient, whereas I think the sage, the menthol, I like the menthol piece. I can't remember what else is in it. Definitely a menthol. So I guess maybe it helps distract me from the ache in my hands. So I use it at work. And then I also have this stuff. If you get headaches, oh my gosh, this is the bomb. Peppermint Halo, also from Sage. So it's got a little rolly ball and you put it on your temples, and then I put it across my forehead, and then I go behind my neck. I don't know, this is a newer, this is like a, I don't know if you dop it on or, I don't know. Anyways, you can get it for refill, Peppermint Halo, if you have headaches. Highly recommend it. All right. I'm not loving this now. I gotta get rolling. Okay, snip here. And my glue dots. And we're done. So mixed florals for an Easter weekend. All right, thanks for joining. Oh, craft and chat. I think there's 3 spots left for the craft and chat. I'm gonna tuck this little tuck and stick right there. Yep. Could actually maybe do more gems, but I'm not gonna get crazy. Craft and Chat, yeah, 3 or 4 spots left. It's the first Saturday in May, May 2nd or 3rd, I think it is. Right, there we go. Flirty Flamingo Tulip Easter action. Thanks for joining, thanks for hanging out. Have a happy Easter weekend. Enjoy your outdoor activity and dinner with friends, Christine, awesome. And we will see you next time. Bye for now.